How will your relationship with King of the Dot continue? Will you still work together in the same capacity, or is this changing?
To be honest, the main thing that's changing is we just have a lot more work. And we're monetizing our work more. We're still like, this year, our obligations to King of the Dot was to produce two events, like 2 King of the Dot events and 2 Ground Zero events. We've already done more than that, and we're gonna continue to do more than that for King of the Dot, but we are gonna be doing other things outside as well, and working on other ventures. Like a whole separate thing that we're doing with Fresh Coast Media Group is we just linked up with Layla, who's a West Coast icon. He's goes back to NWA. He's one of the founding members and originators of NWA, and a songwriter. He has songwriting credits on California Love and I Wonder If Heaven's Got a Ghetto, and many classic records from Pac to NWA to everybody else. And he has a bunch of crazy content. So we have a whole other thing called Coast Classic Media we're doing in conjunction with him. So there's a lot of other things we're doing, but as far as with King of the Dot, nothing changes, still getting it popping. And King of the Dot actually has ownership, part ownership of Fresh Coast Media Group. So even when we get it popping without them, they still finna reap the rewards in some capacity. I made sure of that because them's my bros. The Fresh Coast relationship to King of the Dot is like this, right? Imagine the Fresh Coast is an exotic, extra bright, technicolored, 3D holographic, fucking whirlwind creating so beautiful it blinds you looking ass bird, right? That was literally anybody that gazed upon this bird was just like awestruck instantly, right? And that bird one day was flying super high and was killing the game. And then the bird happened to injure its wing, and it went down, and the bird crash landed. The bird crash landed in Canada. And in Canada, it was rescued by King of the Dot. King of the Dot was kind of like a bird sanctuary, if anything, you feel me? And they looked after the bird, and they helped nurse it back to health and get it stronger than ever till it was like more powerful and more exotic looking and more rare than ever imaginable till it was able to just burst through the fucking cage, right? And then now the Fresh Coast bird is able to fly to even greater heights than ever before. What King of the Dot has to realize, and they do, and this is why we're so cool and we're brothers, is that as we soar past the fucking limits of the cosmos, because now this bird can breathe outside the Earth's atmosphere and all that shit, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back and lift King of the Dot, and all of us are gonna rise together. So just understand, you have to let the exotic bird go, but the bird's gonna come back, and we all gonna fucking shine together. That's King of the Dot in the Fresh Coast.
Sounds like a plot to a Kanye West video.
You feel me? Like, I've been saying, like, when it comes down to it, genius-wise, innovation-wise, like, track record-wise, numbers-wise, I'm the Kanye of this battle rap shit when it comes to organizing and putting things together. I'm an impresario, you know, and I say shit like that, and I dress how I dress. You feel me?
Anything for grind time?
Yeah, man, you know, grind time, man, like I think that grind time has the opportunity to do some really cool shit because they still have the channel, still have the legacy, and there would be a chance if Josh was willing to get to where he's, you know what I'm saying? And I know he is because he's gotten a lot more open-minded as time has gone on. He still doesn't have his pulse on how to create that content to get the type of views that we expect from a brand and a name like Grind Time. But I know that if him and I get together and the right people get involved, D-Rec gets together, like there's still hope for that shit. And I have hope for Grind Time. But regardless, man, you see what it is. This faux life, you know, I'm glad that this is what's popping. It's always gonna be KOTD. But yeah, I think Grind Time can for sure do their damn thing, and I hope they do.